Hola, hola, Bafit. MK Marathon Lanzebakir Bafitu. Bring it to you like we always do, Bafitu. Local Soccer 101 Bafitu. Brought to you by From the Street Podcast Bafitu. Lanzeba Bafitu. You know how we roll. Today we're going to look into things that really matters when it comes to local football. The channel is for the people. The channel is for the local stars that's there in those communities and that plays for those local clubs, Bafitu. So I want to open the channel like I always do, Bafitu. Welcome to our number one podcast right here in namakwa and Bafitu with your host MK Marathon. Bafitu. So here it is. So I wanted to shoot a proper episode and bring it to you like I normally do. But something came up. Something came up. I had a very important conversation with somebody very important. But I will share the interview with you. So I had a very interesting conversation that made me change a bit of what I normally do. And I wanted to close the Hollywood League. We all know the saga that's going on there, the disciplinary cases. We all know those things. And the LFA is still on the running. And the Motsipe has come to a close long time ago. The Stream A has come to a close long time ago when Kagama Juventus took it. But there were clubs playing. And with the Olympics, we know Olympics, we saw Olympics on that position, ending their league nicely, very strong. So we wanted to close all that thing and make something very interesting about it, you understand? But we kind of came up with something very, very unusual. And this is the thing that we're going to look into. When I come back, we're going to dive right into it. Tango! Hola, Bafito. So we are back. Bafito. So this is the thing I was talking about. This is very interesting. And I want you to look it from a broader perspective, Bafito. Football players, football enthusiasts, local supporters, people who like local football, who follows football, local football. I want you to look at this thing from a bigger picture. We know we're gonna have tournaments now, right across the regions, right across the respective local communities. You understand? We're gonna have those Easter tournaments. We call them Easter tournaments. You understand? We're gonna have those tournaments. And one of the biggest aspects I want us to look into, and I want us to look into it with the bigger picture. You understand? And I urge when you see this video, when you see my content, please distribute it, distribute it. Let other local enthusiasts also get this and listen to it and give us their outcome, give us their opinion on based on what I'm saying. You understand? And based on what they gonna hear on something I'm gonna play for them. You understand? So uh so here is the thing, guys. We had a couple of issues in the season throughout the leagues. We had a couple of issues. You understand? And the issue is around referees not applying. Referees not applying to basic law of football. You understand? So I went out like I normally do. I went out, made it my business, and I interviewed one of the very, very, I would say, I don't want to say best, but one of the very trustful linemen, referee, than than any other I can vouch for. There's reasons I vouch for him. There's reason I vouch for him, and there's reasons I listen to his input. You understand? There's reasons I listen to his opinion also. You understand? He's a referee. He's a man of officiating things, and the manner in which he is doing it, his team is doing it. It shows that they know what they're doing. You understand? So this man's name is Lewatle. Lewatle. I don't know if you've heard about Lewatle. Lewatle is a referee, a Mutsipe Stream League referee here in namakwa land. He has been serving a long journey, a referee of Mikey's Grove. He have been serving along some other linemen that's from Bersa, I think, yeah, normally. So I went out. I talked. I called Hotman, and I said, Hotman, please talk to me, man. What's the matter? Why does people always associate referees with doing the wrong things, especially local referees? You understand? I had a post where I say FIFA must intervene with certain things that's happening on local boards. You understand? I had a video or a, like some kind of title where I titled and said Safa must come down, Safa must come and intervene with these things because the leagues, everything, the lower leagues, they are ragged. You understand? They are they are dismantled. You understand? They are destroyed. You understand? It's not about the love for football anymore. It's money. You understand? It's money that's talking. You understand? So money can talk, but money must not interfere with football. You understand? You money must keep your team professional. You understand? But not intervene with the play with football and such. You understand? So I asked Kotman, why does referees get associated with all those scandalous things? You understand? Then he said to me, he said, and I'm gonna play the video anyway, but I'm just gonna play some few clips so that you can see I really talked to him. So he said to me, he mentioned something like a structure. You understand? He mentioned that there is no structure in football, especially the local football. Understand? Local football does not have the correct referee structure. When we talk about in terms of structure, he mentioned that referees are supposed to come together once in a while, sit down, talk about their mistakes, and review their mistakes that they did. In those meetings, they must pull up the laws and go through the laws again of the game. You understand? And make them aware of the laws of the game. You understand? And those referees must be monitored. You understand? They must be monitored and pulled away. You understand? Pulled away from corrupt officials or corrupt management officials. You understand? That want to win games involving money, bribery. You understand? So he said, with that structure, things will change in the Namaqualand football, in the Northern Cape football. Let me put it that way. You understand? He says things will change. You understand? I mean, we have the best talent in the Northern Cape currently. The best talent is here. You understand? So it's a bit difficult for them to pursue a career into the next phase of their career, because constantly their clubs are being held back by certain staff, referees, and we know referees are the middlemen between the game. They can decide if a game goes that way or if a game goes that way, especially when there's money involved. You understand? But when they fair, the game will go the direction of the team they dominate. You understand? But we've seen cases that referees took their own initiatives, and there's no danger to their lives. You understand? They apply laws that's not relevant. You understand? So I talked to Hotman, and Hotman mentioned stuff like that. He said, starting from the head, if the head is wrong, if the head is not functioning, the whole structure will not function. And I couldn't understand, what does he mean? What does he mean, the head? And then later on, I came to understand that in order for the referees to have that structure, for the structure to work out, for them to have meetings, the coordinator of namakwa land football, of the Northern Cape football, must intervene in these matters. Must intervene in these matters. Now with me, I hold no favors. There is no prejudice with me. I favor nobody. I bring to you content. I bring to you information. I bring to you everything that really needs to be heard by local people. If you're a local person and you don't care about it, I don't care. Me, I don't care. If you are a local football supporter and you care about your club, your local club, and you care about the club going forward with fairness and without being hindered by referees, by corrupt officials of this game, then you listen to me. You understand? Then you listen to me. So what he said was, and what he mentioned was, the head of which is the Namakwa Council, or the Namakwa football, or the Northern Cape football coordinator, must start to intervene in these matters. And I mentioned to him, I said that there was an incident whereby a referee decided to call off the game, but there was no danger. There was nothing that could say he could apply something like this. The coordinator was there. The coordinator did not intervene. Coordinator feel is the referee's decision. Yes, it can be the referee's decision, but there are some things that leads up to a final decision, of which that referee did not take. You understand? So this is just one of the cases that we touch upon right now. You understand? Of which was very disturbing. You understand? Of which puts the Hollywood League into a very difficult position currently. You understand? So that's how much a referee's I don't know, crazy or stupid decisions can affect a whole league. You understand? So he said, and I said to him, but the coordinator was drunk on that game. And then he said, you see what I'm talking about. The head is not functioning. Then I get it. Understand? Then I get it. So guys, I also went further and asked him, so what can clubs do? What can clubs do to get somebody removed? You understand? To get somebody removed. But before I asked him that, I also asked him, what is the matter? Why doesn't they dispel this coach? Not this coach, sorry. Why doesn't they dispel this referee? Why doesn't they dispel? Then they said, no, this guy is the favorite of of the coordinator. So now you understand why the coordinator let him or allowed him to do what he did at that game. You understand? And it's very stressful. It's very stressful for management, club management, and it's very stressful for local footballers when they have to deal with people like that. People that's constantly standing in their way. The Namakwaland football, the Northern Cape football, some places are not getting scouted because of the energy that's there, the negative energy that's there. You understand? Now, everyone plays a role in this, guys. Everyone plays a role in this. Like I said on a live feed that I did on Facebook. Everybody plays a role in this. You understand? You play a role in how the outcome of anything uh, 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 plays out. You understand? So what I asked him, I asked him. I said, Hotman, is there a way people can remove the coordinator? You understand? So that this thing, this Namakwaland football, this Northern Cape football can be took serious. Somebody needs to climb up on that chair and take the local football serious in Namakwaland. Take Namakoland football serious. Recently, we had a young boy from Steinkopf took off the 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 premium squad that needs to go to play the under I think it's under 16. Under 16 or under 7 under 16, yeah, the under 16 World Cup, or is it the conference. The boy was took off. The boy took part in the first team who qualified. The boy was constantly called up. What happened on the last call up? They just sent the boy home and said he was not selected anymore in the national squad. You understand? So it's things like that whereby we need a Northern Cape or a Namakwaland or a local football a coordinator who can take on things like that. They are the people closest to the high ups. They can query and say, but why is this happening with one of our local football stars, a prominent figure of the nation, a prominent figure that comes out of a rural place or an urban place like Steinkopf. They are the people that needs to take up these things with the higher board. But how will they do that? Weekends they are drunk. Teams are playing, they are drunk. They don't do their job. Their favorite coaches, their favorite referees. How will they take matters serious? You understand what I'm talking about, guys? So I asked him, and he said, no, clubs must come together. These local clubs must come together, sit, and some kind of formulate a board and let them uh, 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 deselect, let them remove the council, the local football council coordinator. You understand what I'm trying to say? Now, even if it's not just him, guys, I'm talking about the people that needs to get this ball running. The people that needs to take Namakwaland football serious. Giving the boys tournaments Easter, you think you are doing everything. You're not doing nothing for the boys. You're not doing nothing for the boys. There's a lot of young prominent players here in Namakwaland, here in the non-Cape. Scouts only come, Bedway scouts are only coming to certain places, Kuruman, Kimberley, Upington, and Katu, and blah blah blah. They're only going to certain places. Why? Because other places, local federation, local coordinators, they take football serious there. Here in Namakwaland, it's a play, it's a play thing. It's a play thing. I'm in a position, I can do what I want. I can drink, I can do what I want. You understand what I'm saying, guys? So it's time that football clubs must really take this thing serious. Local football clubs, you must take this thing serious. Because this thing affects you guys. Year in, year out, you put in DC cases, disciplinary cases. People on top there, they see that league. We cannot, those people are corrupt. Those people are stupid. Those people are, 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 are fighting every time. Those people cannot play. You understand? All those type of things. So they turn a blind eye to Namakwaland football leagues. It's a miracle if you come out of the stream, you're going into the playoffs of the Mutsipe Foundation. It's a miracle for them to see you. These people, this club, they made it. Blah blah blah. It's still nothing to them. You understand? Because they don't take you guys serious. Why will they take you guys serious? One time I was posting something about Namakwaland football. Some guy from Joburg, from another region, was asking, is there football players? Is there people there in Namakwaland? I'm like, bana, man, listen to this guy. But I cannot blame him. I cannot blame him. It's how the Namakwaland football image has been portrayed out there. Guys, with all that to say, I want to repeat. The matter is in the hands of the local football clubs. If you want to continue like this, then continue. But if you want change coming next season, you want people who switch on to do the job, switch on to take care of this image of this football, of this local football, then you will do something about it. Now I know. Now I know. I found things like that. I found things like that. Someone will argue, hey, but when you just came here, you just found things like that, blah blah blah. After one season, you see, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. You want to bring these changes. Hey, we've been living like this. Hey, who are you? Who are you? Yeah, it's fine. Who am I? Who am I? I'm here one season, and then I see these things. You are there. You played your whole life football. What do you have? What do you have on your local soccer profile? What do you have on your local football profile? What do you have on your local club profile? What do you have? Nothing. Why? It's because of those corrupt people you are defending. You play tournament. They sponsors. What happens to the money? What happens to the money? The money get disappear. This week you get half of it. That week you get half of it. Where have you seen something like that? Where have you seen something like that? If you're a winner, you get money. 10,000 today, you get 5,000 again next week. Where have you seen something like that? It's only here that you see those things. But I arrest my case. Bafetu, Lantseba, MK Maradona from the Street Podcast have brought this channel to you. Local Soccer 101. Bafetu, Kelerata Bafetu, Kelerata Tata Bafetu. I love you guys, and I'm out. Tabo! Wait, I mean this guy. Omnat.
Mnadi.
Ke a bona o batla o ba le councilor ko ke pleke e feng eo
Ne ke batla last year ne ke batla last year kwa ne ke batla ba mvote da last year da last post ke sa
o be councilor ka be ke eng daddy
sport council da saka siamina
oh kasi ya okay so o tswa ka entle ke ntate
na offside da kubana mistake
o tswa Free State bana ka Free State
na Free State tida Hoopstad side ya bo
oh site ele ya Welkom Hoopstad okay so ntate man ke batla bua le wena man look I want us to delve into this thing ya di referee man
Tsetsa
namakwa tse so
ai fethu monna ai di mathata mfeki di mathata
so ke batla bua le wena Khotman re ke utle hore phoso e kae where is the problem where is the problem